Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Guys, in this video we're going to talk about one or two things that have been changed with the last update, with the recent Grim Forest update. I know in the last video we were talking about Grim Forest and how great it is, and I still stand with that statement and that opinion, and I think the majority of players are agreeing with that statement. But there are a few things that we need to point out that have been changed, and I don't like those changes. Maybe it was accidental, I have no idea, but they have really been getting on my nerves. These new, I don't know, I don't want to call it features. I really hope it's a bug or a mistake, but yeah, what I'm talking about is, for one, the chat, right? So if you go in a battle, right, you will now have the chat window in the middle of your screen. And that is super annoying, because if you try to, normally if you try to click on the left minion right here, you open the chat. You open the chat, and in the worst case, you have all these bots posting, I don't know, some websites, some scammy websites, and I don't want to see that, right? I really don't want to see that. Obviously, you can go into the client channel, but anyway, it is just in the way, right? It is in the middle of the screen. It's annoying in Live Arena. It's annoying in any type of content, really. At some point, it is fading out. That is good, but I really hope they would put the chat back into the corner, or at least give us the option to disable the chat for the battle window, right? Or enable it. That would be amazing if we could just remove it completely. If it's, if it would be optional, right? If you want it to be here in your battle screen or not. Because most of the time it's really annoying and it doesn't really do anything for me. Now, I know there are a lot of people that are using the chat actually, while they are playing the game, which is cool. I like that. But in my opinion, it shouldn't be like in the middle of the screen and make you click on it by accident. So I really hope it's a bug and a mistake, and they're gonna, fix that. I really hope so. I haven't seen any official statement about that from Plarium, so I don't know if that is intentional or not. If they wanna, if they wanna make us, look at all these bot accounts posting. No, I'm just joking, obviously, but yeah, I don't want to see all this, right? So I don't want to accidentally enter the chat and see all these bot accounts posting their stuff. Now, the next thing is probably intentional, most likely. I also hope it's not. And what I'm talking about is shard pools, right? So now if you pull shards, let's actually see. Now, if you pull shards, you will have the names. You will have the names under the champions that you pull before you see the avatar. And that is not so cool, in my opinion, because now you kind of give away who you are pulling. The surprise effect is gone, right? You instantly know what you are pulling. And I don't know, I don't really like it. I think, a lot of people also dislike this new feature, and it really feels like this is intentional, but I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what the reason is for that. There's also no official statement about this, right? I have no idea, but yeah, it's not cool. I think it's not that cool, because think about it: if you pull a mythical champion and you instantly know what it is before you see the avatar, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too critical here. Maybe, I don't know, but as somebody that really enjoys pulling shards, sometimes I think this is a bad thing to have on your shard pulls. And let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this. Do you agree with this, or do you even care? Maybe you don't care, I don't know. But for me personally, this is something that takes the fun away a little bit from pulling shards. Another thing that I don't like about the advanced quests now is that we have this right here where you have to use 10 distorted energy in the Grim Forest. Any difficulty, that is pretty cool, and you can most of the time use your distorted energy, obviously, but what if you get stuck, right? What if you use up all the footsteps, which don't require you to fight, and then the only stages that are left over are actually stages where you have to fight, but you can't beat those, so you probably can't use your distorted energy there. So I don't know how that's gonna work out for players that can't complete the whole map. Obviously, for endgame players, it doesn't even matter, right? Some of them even don't do the advanced quests, but let's say for free-to-play players and like early game players and mid-game players, they really like to get those advanced quests done because it's just free energy, free resources that you can collect every day. And I actually encountered problems like this when I was on a free-to-play challenge, that I couldn't complete the advanced quests because of the faction, defeat the faction wars boss advanced quest, which is kind of annoying, but okay. And now with this one, there might be another wall you can hit eventually. I'm not sure, but this could, be an issue for early game players. At the same time, I really have to say that, Grim Forest is much easier than I thought it would be. Even the hard mode, I haven't looked into the normal mode yet, but I would assume that it's, super easy to do it. Even with a, very young account, you can probably just push through and do most of the stages. And yeah, maybe not hard, but even here it is way easier than Cursed City, for example. Another thing I wanted to show you, I don't know if I can replicate this whole thing, but here with Theodosia, there was a little bug that I encountered on stream. At least I thought it was a bug. I don't know if that's true or not, but her passive is a little bit weird when it comes to this, boss fight. Maybe I can replicate it, so let's see. All right, here we are. So let's see. So theoretically, if I would kill all the minions here, let's just take them out. Now, Theodosia should rebalance in a second. And there we go. She rebalanced her HP down to almost 1 HP. And she did that on my live stream as well. But I killed all the other minions. And she just instantly took her HP down to 1 HP, basically, because she equalizes the HP of all allies. The HP levels of all allies will be brought to the average HP level of the team. Now, the average HP level of the team was pretty much 0 if the minions are dead, so she brings her HP down as close to 0 as possible. That happened on my stream, and I was really confused about it. I think this should not be the case. I'm not quite sure, but this is quite funny because all you basically have to do is nuke the minions and Theodosia will kill herself, basically. Which is, I don't know. It really looks like a bug to me. I'm not quite sure if this is intended, but there might be a few more bugs or unintentional things with mythical mechanics as bosses, maybe other champions too, maybe legendaries as well. I don't know, but this HP balance or equalizing makes this fight super easy. And then another issue with the end boss rewards here from Grim Forest, in my opinion, is that you pretty much face the same problem as in Cursed City, where you get most of the times just 5-star gear. I mean, look at this. This is from Senda, another official content creator. Shout out. I hope it's not a problem that I use this screenshot, but this is pretty crazy. All of the artifacts and accessories are 5-star gear. That is pretty bad. That is pretty bad because for endgame players, 5-star gear is really not great. So he was really unlucky here, and I think a lot of people will be unlucky as well, as we are already used to in Cursed City, where we also get a lot of 5-star gear. It seems like it's the same thing here in Grim Forest. So realistically, it will take a couple of months to get a usable set. We only get so much out of this, right? Only so many artifacts and accessories out of this content. And yeah, it will really take a lot of time to get usable sets. And yeah, I don't think it should be this way. I think it should at least be like half of the artifacts and accessories should be 6-star, because for a lot of accounts, there's really no point in getting 5-star artifacts anymore. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the rewards from the end boss? Should they be, should there be more 6-star artifacts? I think everybody would agree to that. Completing this content, fighting the end boss, and then getting rewarded with 5-star gear is very underwhelming and frustrating, and it applies to Cursed City as well. And I hope they will tweak that a little bit. We don't need to get all 6-star gear, but a little bit more would be amazing. Also, if you have anything on your mind that is weird now since the last update, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here, and see you in the next one.